PCD, post-concert depression, is real. And I, for instance, was not really familiar with that term. And with that, welcome back, guys, to one more episode. My name is Jill from Carmady, Luxembourg's finest metal podcast, and today we are again talking in English. So all you English listeners and fans out there, thank you very much, first of all, for following and helping us do what we do. And yeah, I stumbled upon an article not too long ago about this famous PCD, post-concert depression, and apparently, yeah, it's a real thing. So, and I thought to myself, either I have not experienced something like that, or I was just simply not familiar with the term, and I definitely went through some, I wouldn't say emotional damage, but some concerts can leave a mark in any genre, if it's metal, pop, jazz, whatever. And PCD is real, and apparently there's not a lot of research that has gone into this subject worldwide, but it is definitely a thing. So what is post-concert depression? Well, it's very easy actually, it's in the name. So we all had that thing, we go to a concert, already the hype is there, you are hyped up during several days, weeks before the concert. You have this huge adrenaline rush on the concert itself. And then, when the last band is on and the last song is played and the lights go out and you're like, that's it. So, I personally thought about this, and for me, I combine PCD, that famous depression going after concerts, with this is actually the same as going on vacation and coming back home. So, and for one instance, you don't want it to finish, yet you know it's gonna finish. So I think that's the marker here, and that's the term that is of actuality and makes a difference in this thing. Because again, I mean, you see a concert that's happening next to you or close by in any case, and so you see the notice, and then you know it's a few weeks or a few months until then, or even a year. Then you get your tickets, and then you get ready, and then you tell friends about it, and you try to invite other people to go along, and there's this whole atmosphere of building up to a concert. When you're very lucky, the concert is good, but that's another topic, because very often the concert is not necessarily to your expectations. I had that several times, but let's say the company made up for it, and the whole evening itself made up for the probably lack of sound or lack of I wouldn't say competence, but there was definitely something going on this particular concert, for example. And you're ready to go, and then you go there, and then you get your drink, and there's this whole atmosphere, and there's again blood rush that basically keeps you going, and you wait for that particular band, and then you're stuck after that, because all these weeks and weeks of preparation are over, and then you are back to your life, to your working life, to your other hobbies and whatever. But that particular moment is really true. The moment the lights go out, you feel exhausted, to be fair. It's like very sentimental and very emotional feel, where you're just like, I just go back to whatever I was doing before. That's why many people, also like me, they like to go to many concerts, because I personally like that feeling of being dragged out at a concert. And after that, for me, it's not necessarily a depression, but it's more like a relief that, okay, it is over, it was good, it was fantastic in many ways, and I can finally go home into your comfort area. But it's true, many people suffer with PCD, even though it's not a real thing. And I mean, it's definitely a real thing, but it's not being talked about a lot. But many people seem to go through it. So obviously doing these events, naturally, you can either call it happy hormones or endorphins or dopamine, that is really getting you hyped up, and they level out the let's call it the anxiety, because as we all know, going to a concert, there's also this little fact of anxiety. You know that there's a shit ton of people usually, and it will be crowded, and introverts like me are more I prefer to stick in a corner and all these things, That doesn't mean I don't want to go out and meet other people or go to concerts in this occasion. But sometimes it can be very dragging. And I don't know why I wanted to talk about this today, because again, I saw so many people on Instagram and any kind of social media that were posting like pictures like basically with the title post-concert depression, because you don't know what you had. You probably feel lost in a way, but I mean, just a small reminder that it will definitely not be your last concert for sure. If you're a concert goer like me, there's always room for more, and I think that's basically it. So I think what's definitely going hand in hand with this PCD phenomenon is the fact that we have all some, I wouldn't say issues, but there's definitely the line between having like a mental breakdown, having mental issues, or even like don't feel comfortable in many ways, that go together, and we like to consume music in that instance to make up for this and to feel better with music and more comfortable going out. I don't know, it helps a lot. So I think those themes and those thematics, they go hand in hand. We have all been through a lot of shit, because again, life is not an easy thing, as we all know. Neither is this famous PCD phenomenon. And I think it's safe to say that you need to appreciate, even though it's like explained in a very harsh way that you have this thing going through you after the concert, but it's not personally, I think it's not such a bad thing. It's just like coming back to base. Obviously the rush will go down, and as the rush comes down, you don't want to get off the high horse, basically. So what I like to do in that instance, because it happened to me, even though I did not know what PCD was, so it happened quite a lot to me, and after that I just go for a walk, listen to other music, and try to get on with my life, basically. So or savor a good food, like a good dish, a drink, or I don't know. It's there are several things that keep you in balance with these things, especially after concert. I remember my very first concert that I've ever been to, and in that case it was a metal concert. So I was pretty late in the game, actually, going through concerts. It was a concert in Luxembourg. Soulfly was playing with, I actually forgot what their name was. There was a Luxembourgish band called Def Dump that were opening the game, and that was like, until this day, I remember this evening very well. Even though I've been to so many concerts, I've forgotten most of them, to be fair. Maybe the good ones, obviously, they remain and they stay very present in my memory. But that particular concert was basically the definition of PCD, because that was like an explosion of colors, of emotions, and then in that case also of depressions afterwards, because there was we were 3 in total, or four guys, I think. And then after the concert, we just came out. First of all, we had we were deaf, basically, because the music was so damn loud, but it was on point and super good. But we thought to ourselves, well, what do we do now? You just don't want to let go of this feeling, of this rush, and then we went for a drink. So I think what helps, obviously, is the company you're with, and the whole coming down of this high horse in a very smooth way, not like a very an impact kind of way, but it has to be steady and slowly. Otherwise, you'll definitely, I think you will not appreciate concerts the way they should be enjoyed over the years, because if you always go through these stages, it's going to be horrible, I think. But just a small reminder. It was just a personal thing, and I really wanted to talk about it quite as small and as compact as possible. I highly suggest that you check out what this thing can do with you, because it is actually a thing, and many people got sick and fell ill due to this. Basically you went to a nice thing and then you came out and you got sick later on. So that's not the point. So I think we need to prepare a bit more and be aware that not everything that has a good influence on you can also like have some shadow lurking over it and then lurking over you. But anyway, we are getting way too depressed. In any case, that's it from me again. I mean, it was a very short one today, but better short than never, you know. So yeah, let me know what you think about this PCD, post-concert depression. I wanted to say post-credit depression. That's at the end of the month, as you all know. But no, it's post-concert depression. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much for listening, and I hear you very soon.